We're back.
Are you happy to be back for another backpack comparison?
I'm always happy to be back talking about backpacks.
That's right. We just did a video not too long ago going over the packs good for day hunts.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to be talking about packs that are good for, what is that, 3 to 6 day range?
Yeah, I'd say 3 to 6 day. I think this is what probably most people fit into, right? Kind of that, if you're looking to backpack hunt, most guys are probably looking at that 3 to 6 day range.
So we got the Mystery Ranch Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Mystery Ranch Beartooth 80.
Yep. I got a Stone Glacier SkyArcher, the 6400, and then the 5900, Sky 59, and then the Stone Glacier 4056.
Nice.
Which we carry 2 brands in the shop, Mystery Ranch, Stone Glacier. Just kind of run through and show you some of the features. These are some that I think are right in the wheelhouse if you're looking for that 3 to 6 day backpack hunting backpack.
So the first two, we're gonna kind of compare and break down. We decided to do these two because they're similar in size.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, I'm just gonna let Trill talk because he loves these packs and he knows everything about them. And I'm gonna ask him questions because I see all the YouTube comments to the questions that we get. So we got here, this is the Mystery Ranch Beartooth 80.
Yep, and the Stone Glacier Sky 5900. So Sky 5900 cubic inches on the X-Curve frame. So once again, that's that molded carbon fiber frame. You got 4 stays, you know, that X fashion through the middle, and then 2 vertical stays on each side. Those are molded, you know, hard carbon fiber with the curve of your back, which is a nice feature of this pack. 26-inch frame, hip belt options, different sizes. I mean, you've got small, medium, and large. Typically small, you're looking for guys in that 20 to 30-inch range. Medium, you bump up to that 31 to 36, and then large, you know, guys that are, you know, 37 inches or bigger through the waist.
And with that sizing, your frame height's gonna stay the same. It's just gonna be a different belt, correct?
Yeah, different belt. The frame itself is always gonna be a 26-inch frame, and then you can adjust the torso height, the shoulder strap height by undoing the Velcro and then sliding that up or down to fit your individual torso height.
Yeah, because I think we do get some confusion, like, oh, we're getting different size. Like if everything's different size, but when the size, it's just the belt.
Just the belt on the Stone Glacier packs. Mystery Ranch packs, they do have a different torso length depending on whether you're looking at a small medium or the large, extra large. So we can touch on that in a bit. But 500 cubic inches in the top lid, about 5,400 cubic inches in the main bag. You do have this nice horseshoe zipper, which either beaver tail is what I call it. Looks like a beaver tail, right? You zip that all the way. It's nice because when you lay that thing like that, you just unzip it the whole way, flop the whole thing open, right?
Yeah, that's like my favorite feature about the 59. I have a 59, I run it quite a bit, and I remember when I first got it, that was my favorite thing I liked about it, just so I could see everything in my bag. It's easy to pack.
Yep, and then you've got the top entry, obviously. You've got it like a snow collar. You've got a front pocket here on the front, which is great for putting, spotting scope if you got a smaller spotting scope. Or
yeah, that's where I always would put my spotting scope. Easy access, get to it right away. Don't have to open your whole entire bag to get to it like some of the other, they have the internal spotting scope pouch.
Kill kit, rain jacket, something like that. I really like that front pocket. It's probably one of my favorite things about this backpack itself. Obviously top lid, touched on that one, zipper across the top. You've got, ports for, that's one thing that we should note on all these packs. They do have the port for a hydration bladder if you want to run that. Stone Glacier packs don't have an internal pocket for a hydration bladder, whereas the Mystery Ranches do. It's incorporated in it. You can buy a hydration holder for this one that goes internally. It's an aftermarket purchase beyond the pack. 500D Cordura. Overall weight on this pack, which is something that we get asked quite a lot, which is a pretty cool feature about Stone Glacier packs, is they're a little bit lighter. So 5 pounds, 8 ounces on the Sky 5900 in a medium.
Yeah, nice and light.
Pretty light for a pack that's as robust as this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, load rating, 150 pounds plus. I think one of the first packs, I think it's probably the first pack I ever bought. I'm trying to remember. It's been a number of years, but I think 2000, the frame at least, anyway, I've been using since about 2017. And this has been a staple for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it was my first Stone Glacier pack was the 59.
Yeah, I'll use this from, backpack hunting. Like I said, this makes a great pack for that 3 to 6 day window. Sweet setup. And then one thing we should probably note is, with these Stone Glacier packs, I don't know if you can see here, but they've got these seams that are kind of sewed in here. Those are designed as you use this pack if you want to dump the top lid, and they kind of fold in, and they got these compression straps to fold it. They call that bivy mode, and a lot of the times I will use this pack in bivy mode, so I won't use a top lid. I don't often carry a top lid.
Sometimes I'll take the top lid off and I'll just use it as like internal pouch. So I'll put stuff in it and I'll just put it inside my pack instead of having it on top, kind of bouncing around sometimes.
Yeah, I don't use a top lid all that often. I like to use the pack just, without it, just nice and clean. And like I said, I do like the seams that are sewn into this so that it collapses at the top and cinches down. So it's really nice in that bivy mode. You've got compression straps, obviously, at both sides, 3 of them. You've got 2 front compression straps that are great if you want to carry your bow. You got a couple underneath. Yeah, this is a sweet pack. You've got, obviously, a side pocket if you want to drop a water bottle or the legs of a tripod in.
And I always think something that when I get my Stone Glacier pack, I'm like loading it up. Like if you look at it right here, you wouldn't think like, damn, how does that fit everything? But like this pouch that goes upward for when you start loading it is a lot bigger than what you would.
Yeah, that collar extends up.
Yeah,
you got a lot more volume there than you might think from just looking at it right here on the table.
And that's what I like, because it keeps all that weight up off your hips.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good about it. I really like this pack. I think it's an excellent do-all. Like if you're going to buy one backpack, in my opinion, you're not a guy that's going to buy multiple packs for different situations. I think this is a good middle of the road that'll fit 99% of the situations you'll get into.
And I can do just about anything.
And you can, modular bag system. You can pull that bag off the frame. You can put a smaller bag. You can put a bigger bag like the 7900 on it if you wanted. Cool.
Mystery Ranch, Beartooth 80.
Beartooth 80. Yeah, Beartooth 80 it's a beast, huh?
That's the one I took on the Wyoming elk hunt we went on together. Didn't you have a Beartooth 80 too?
I took the Beartooth 80. Yeah, I did.
We both were running that for...
I also used this pack the year before when I hunted Wyoming on that general season. I hunted with the Born and Raised guys and took a bull and packed it out in this pack. But this pack's a little bit heavier, as Mystery Ranch packs typically are. With that, when you look at the hardware, one thing that you'll notice on these Mystery Ranch packs is they all have these auto-locking buckles, with the release, so they're not going to get any slide.
Yeah.
That's something you don't see on a lot of other packs, which is kind of, it's an upgrade. It's beefier, more heavy duty, but, obviously adds a little bit of weight to it.
I know we have an article, too, on, like, if you do want to cut some weight off your Mystery Ranch.
Sure,
like, cutting some of these off.
Yeah, Brandon likes to trim these down on his pack, so you get rid of some of that excess. It's up to you. You make it your own, right? Total weight on this pack, like I said, it's going to be heavier, so you're going to be 6 pounds 11 ounces, so it's over a pound heavier than the Sky 5900 by Stone Glacier. The frame on a Mystery Ranch, it's going to come on the Guidelight MT frame, which is, again, it's got that 5-piece hip belt, super padded. I mean, you can see the amount of padding in that hip belt.
One of the comfiest hip belts. I've mentioned it before. Very comfortable hip belt.
Yeah,
that's like the first thing I noticed. I put that pack, and you're like, damn, this hip belt is nice.
Yeah, it really does hug your hips well, like the shape of that around your hips, and that kind of, grips the cusp of your hips. It's really comfortable, and like I said, you've got plenty of padding. You got webbing on the side here, which is nice if you want to attach some forager pockets. Nice forward assist pull, again, on both packs, and then, Mystery Ranch, you get that ergonomical shape of the shoulder harness, which is great.
I would think like the number one question we probably get about Mystery Ranch packs, sizing. How do I know what size to get? And like you were just mentioning, you touch more on the sizing of the Mystery Ranch.
Yep. So before I do that, I'll jump in and just say this bag overall cubic inches 5187, so 5,187. Plus you got a top lid, which is great. Sizing, yeah. So 4 different sizes for a hip belt, and again, you're gonna be talking about the hip belt when you're talking about the change in waist. So you've got a small, which is gonna run from about 26 to 32 inches. You've got a medium, which is about 31 to 36 inches, which most people are gonna fall in that window. That's what I use as a medium, works great. And then, large, 35 to maybe 40. And then they make an extra large hip belt even, which is 39 inches plus. So if you're a bigger guy, this pack would work for you. As far as the harness itself, they do make 2 sizes. So the small, medium are going to have the same, it's about 15 to 20 inches height and adjustment.
Right.
And there's some videos on how to measure your torso before you buy a backpack. It would be helpful, you know, if you're a taller guy, you know, it'd be worth checking to see. I'm kind of right in between. And then the large, extra large are going to come on a taller, you know, adjustment in the torso, which is going to be anywhere from 17 to 24 inches. So you can adjust the torso height of this shoulder harness. It's got a plastic sheet in here that's going to go between a piece of Velcro that sticks to the back of the frame. You're just going to separate that, slide that up or down depending on what fits you best. Pull the sheet back out, slide it back in the sleeve, and then let that Velcro adhere. That's the word I'm looking for. Adhere. Yep. So that's kind of how that works.
So is the frame height, it's the same on all
Yeah.
the
All the Mystery Ranch Guideline MT frames themselves, max height right here, the tip top of this is going to be 25 inches. The only thing that's going to change is the adjustability and the harness portion of it itself, which will go up and down. As far as the frame goes, you've got 4 vertical stays. You got 2 shorter ones on each side and 2 taller ones, which are your middle ones that go up to your load lifters. And then you've got horizontal stays that are sewn in place between those to give that horizontal rigidity. And then obviously you've got the tall ones that give it the rigidity and the load lifter portion of the pack.
Yeah, and the one thing I did love about this pack when we were using it on the elk hunt, it's just ease getting into the load shelf. Super easy.
Super easy to get into the load shelf. I would say that's definitely one thing that Mystery Ranch has figured out. If you want to get to your load shelf, this is way easy. You're just going to pop the compression straps up and down both sides. You've got one here at the bottom on each side, and then you've got one compression strap that goes behind the frame itself. You just pop that open, lay the whole pack open, and you're at your load shelf. The load shelf itself is sewn, you know, to the bottom of the bag, and then links into the frame, and you've got some adjustability on the inside portion of the frame. So when you load that load shelf with a hindquarter or something, it's going to sit, you know, flush with the base of the pack. You know, one little tip in talking to those guys at Mystery Ranch, they like to leave this distance right here at the bottom, you know, really tight, and then, you know, you can even stuff anything else you want underneath that to kind of help that load stay further up the frame when you're packing. One other thing about this, I guess I should touch on the actual design of the bag, the Beartooth. So the Beartooth is a great option for guys that like some organization because you've got some internal pockets. And as I undo this here real quick, I'll just show you. You've got a zipper that comes from the top all the way around here. You can lay that open like a duffel bag, you know, once you lay your pack down. And then on the inside,
it's got those mesh pockets.
It's got those mesh pockets. So if you want to store your stuff, you like a little bit of organization to your backpack, this is a really nice option.
Yeah, it's like almost like a suitcase when you open that thing up.
Yeah, it is. You've also got a pocket here on the front, which is great for kill kit or scope or anything you want. You got a top pocket, which is another little feature. Overall, I mean, the Beartooth is kind of that same, you know, similar to the Sky 5900. I feel like it's large enough. You can definitely do, you know, 5-6 days out of it, backpack hunting. Compression straps, you know, you pull the top lid off, you could pull that thing in and you could do some overnighters or even day hunt out of it. It's a little big for a day hunt, in my opinion.
Yeah, a little big. Super robust, durable.
Yep. Beartooth is 330D Cordura, so it's a little bit lighter Cordura to kind of keep the weight down over a 500D. I know that in testing, those guys didn't really see significant wear and tear differences, so that's kind of why they went with the 330D on this one.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Next, we got the Mystery Ranch Metcalf, probably their best-selling pack, or what we sell for sure.
Man, Metcalfs sell like hotcakes, don't they?
Yes, they do.
I would say this is probably the best-selling backpack on the market. I mean, and for good reason, right? I mean, it's a good price point for the amount of pack and durability and function that you get out of a pack. Really nice pack as far as, you know, money, value, wear and tear. I mean, it's a beast.
Yeah, can do just about anything you want it to do.
Yeah, one thing to note, I mean, you can see here we've got it in Sitka Subalpine, which is pretty cool. You can get those packs in that Subalpine camo. You can also get it in, you know, the other colors that we've kind of shown, which is that coyote or the foliage green. Metcalf's a little bit smaller than the Beartooth. It makes it that much better potentially for a candidate for kind of a do-all backpack, I would say. Cubic inches in this pack, you're 4,333 inches, so 4,333, right? Yeah, so just over 4,000 cubic inches. Comes with a top lid. You know, Mystery Ranch packs, you've got that top lid with the 2 separate pouches, which I really like. You know, you can separate your gear. You can also, like I said, use it for a rifle rest, which is pretty cool. Kind of meets the sweet spot.
Right, very versatile.
Versatile pack for sure.
Can do all sorts of types of hunts with this pack, which I think is why so many people like it. And it's got the same load shelf and frame that you need to like haul out super heavy loads.
Yeah, it's got the load shelf. Again, it's that Guidelight MT frame. It's the same frame that's on a Beartooth 80. The Metcalf is lighter. It's just less pack than the Beartooth. So it's about a pound less than the Beartooth. As far as design of that pack, it's a little more simplistic than the Beartooth. It's a little more streamlined, if you will. You've got a top entrance, which is underneath the lid here, and then also you have one long side pocket. So those are your 2 entry points into this backpack. Internally, you know, there's no pockets like you get on the Beartooth other than the hydration pocket, which is in both packs internally, which is a nice feature. You know, you don't have to buy an extra pocket to store your bladder in if you don't want to.
And then sizing on this?
Yeah, same sizing as the Beartooth on that Guidelight MT frame. You know, again, 4 different hip belt sizes: small, medium, large, extra large. Frame height's the same, you know, 25 inches. And then, you know, the 2 different sizes in the adjustability in the torso itself. And you got those auto locking buckles. Just a great pack. I mean, hands down, it's the best selling pack we sell. I mean,
versatility is the thing I always think of with this pack.
Yeah, and again, I think people are looking for a pack that they can hunt, you know, backpack hunt a weekend or 5 days if they want to, but then, you know, you can pull off the top lid, suck that thing completely down, and you could day hunt out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, and I like the camo.
And you like the camo.
Looks cool.
Big camo guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I do like the camo. Yep.
All right, what do you got over there for us?
Cool. So this is a different frame for Stone Glacier. This is the Kreitzer EVO frame, and the bag here is the 4056.
What is the name? The 4056. What does that name mean?
Yeah, so it's 4,000 cubic inches main bag. You can add the EVO lid, which will bump it up to that 5,600 point. So that's why they call it the Kreitzer, you know, EVO 4056.
So you just add a lid on top, give you that extra cubic inches.
Yep, add the lid on top, which is an aftermarket purchase. Doesn't come with this pack when you buy it, but you can pick that up and like I said, expand the volume of this backpack.
And you said this is different frame than the X-Curve.
Yeah, so the frame is different on this pack. This is what you would consider their ultra light version, whereas the X-Curve for Stone Glacier is more of the robust load hauling pack frame.
Brady's favorite version.
Yeah, yeah, Brady loves to ditch the weight, so this is actually the one I think he likes to run quite a bit. Total weight on this pack, which is again 4,000 cubic inches, 4 pounds flat. So it's pretty light.
Yes,
I mean,
super light.
Yeah, compared to the Metcalf, it's a pound 11 ounces lighter. You know, it's not quite the volume, but it's pretty dang close.
So what is exactly the difference besides it's lighter, the frame, than the X-Curve?
It ditches the weight mostly in the frame and then in a portion of the hip belt. So the frame itself is, you still got that X fashion, so the carbon fiber stays in the X fashion through the middle. The 2 vertical on each side. The difference in this frame is that it's a hollow carbon fiber rod and it's straight. So if you think about like an arrow, right? Hollow carbon fiber rod.
Cut some of that weight.
Yep, that's essentially what's in this frame. And again, like I said, there's 4 of them internally. And it's straight, so you don't get that curve that you get with the X-Curve. And that allows them to ditch a bunch of weight, obviously. And then the hip belts, if you compare the hip belts in the EVO and the X-Curve, The hip belt on the X-Curve frame is beefed up a little bit, so you're missing the portion here where that's reinforced slightly. And again, this is primarily just a ditch weight. This is for the guy that is really counting ounces, right?
And then as for internal, no pockets?
No pockets internally other than you've got a spotting scope pocket similar to like the Solo 33. That kind of just sits right here internally where you can slide a spotting scope down.
And I do like that design they have it on other Stone Glacier packs. I like it because right as the zipper, you can get in there, quick access, pull out your spotter. You don't have to deal with pulling out any other stuff. And it kind of helps protect it from your other gear inside your pack.
Yep. I mean, usually it's the first thing you go for, right? You're hiking along, you want to stop in glass, you see something, you want to pull out your spotter and have easy access to it, put eyes on it, and that's easy to get to with this pack. It's got the top access, obviously, and like I said, you can add the EVO lid and get you some extra cubic inches in this pack. Has the same load shelf, so exact same position, same setup, same way to get to it as the X-Curve. Load hauler, again, they give this thing 150 pounds plus. Personally, my opinion, I like the X-Curve. I just like the way it fits my back a little bit better. And it's just, to me, it's kind of do everything. Brady loves this because, again, he's trying to ditch some weight, right? Yeah. Probably because he doesn't hunt elk.
That's right.
That's probably why.
Mule deer hunters, they always are trying to ditch weight.
Just soft.
Soft, Yeah, so, I mean, similar to the Metcalf, it is versatile. If you put on that top lid, you could get away with even more days with that.
For sure, yeah. And if you extend the top part out here, you get this bag fully, expanded. You can easily do, 5-6 days out of this backpack, and it's a different color. You get that kind of a coyote brown versus the gray that you get. I do like
that color.
It is nice, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. And you get kind of a green hip belt. I should note Cordura, so 500D Cordura, and again, X-Pack. So you've got that internal portion of the pack, which is the X-Pack fabric, which is, waterproof. It's easy to clean, get any blood or anything on it.
This one's for those ounce counters.
Ounce counters backpack, yeah, Crux EVO.
There we go. What do we got next?
Check it. Next one, let's do, I just wanted to include one more pack just because I think it's a really nice option for guys. It's same frame, so you've got that X-Curve frame on the Stone Glacier pack, and then this is the Sky 6400.
My favorite pack.
Yeah, why do you like it?
That's my favorite. I like one because I can take off the lid, so I don't have to worry about that. I can get a little bit less weight and not as much cubic inches, so a little bit lighter. And then, like I mentioned, the side pocket for the spotting scope.
Yep.
That's another one of my favorite features. And I've gotten to I used to like, when I first started Western hunting, I used to like the big horseshoe zip so I could see everything easier to pack. But now I've come to like where I just have everything zipped up and I just stuff through the top. Right. I feel like I get a better, tighter pack, not wasting any of those air spaces.
Right.
That way.
Yep. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I think they really built the SkyArcher again. I mean, it has archery for backpack bow hunters. Guys that are hunting, 5, 6, 7 days. Backpack hunting, high country mule deer hunters that want to carry their bow on the front of their pack. So you've got those two compression straps that sit on the front, and you don't have any pockets to interfere with your bow. So the Sky 5900, for example, you've got that center pocket, so you'd be taking your bow on and off. Whereas this thing, you can basically lay this open to the side, still get to your spotting scope, and do some looking, keep your bow on your pack. So it's kind of a backpack bow hunter's.
Yeah. And I feel like 6400 is like a really good size for me. Like you're saying, backcountry, you can do a lot of days, and you take off the top lid if you're not doing as many days, and it cinches down pretty good, so you can use it for those times where maybe you're not going out for 6 days or so.
Yep, and like you said, it is a little bit lighter. You're 5 pounds 7 ounces in this pack versus some of the other models. It's a lighter pack. You ditch some weight by ditching some of the pockets and the zippers. I just wanted to highlight that because again, I think it's a great option. I don't know how many guys actually consider look at this pack. It's pretty similar to the 5900. Right. You're not that many cubic inches difference, but it does have some of those subtle differences that I think guys should check out, especially for high country, backpack elk and deer hunters.
And it's just got that, even just that little bit extra space.
Yeah, a little bit extra.
I'd rather have more than not enough sometimes. You know, it's like, shit, I don't know if I can fit everything in here.
That can go both ways.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
love-hate.
if you have too much room, you can find a reason to stuff that full of stuff that you may not need. But again, you know, it does come in handy if you've got some, you know, you can hold back and not completely stuff it full of stuff you may not use.
And I would probably say majority of the time I run this pack without a top lid.
I would say most of the time I run mine without a top lid too. It's nice if you need the extra volume, you know, you can use it. You've got that bivy mode again with those seams sewed in that collapses that pack across the top really nice. I mean, it's clean. It looks really good when it's run in bivy mode. So, you know, I don't often use a top lid, but I know guys love them.
And this is on the X-Curve frame.
X-Curve frame, yeah, those same, you know, molded carbon fiber stays. You've got the shape, you know, it's molded to your back. You got the hip belt with the dual tensioners, so you can kind of use these on either side of that cusp on your hip and kind of adjust these up or down to get, you know, the feel that you like that works for you. You know, size-wise, again, same frame height, so 26 inches. You adjust the torso height with the Velcro on each individual shoulder strap. The hip belts are going to change. You get a small, medium, or large. Small, 28 to 30 inches. Medium, you know, 31 to 36, and then a large, 37 inches plus. One thing I will say, and this might be one of the reasons I really like Stone Glacier's packs, you don't have nearly the thickness of the padding that you get in a Mystery Ranch. If you look at a Mystery Ranch pack, I mean, their hip belts are plush.
Yeah,
they're comfy, you know what I mean? The size range for this, though, really fits me because that medium covers such, you know, a range from 31 to 36 inches. So I feel like for me, being right around that 33, 34-inch waist range, I get good wrap on my hips, which is great, but it's not so, you know, big that like I'm bumping up against the buckles if I pull that in too much. So for me, it's like a sweet spot.
So these are kind of all the packs. Well, maybe not all of them, but kind of Trail and I's favorites that we think for that 3 to 6 day range type of hunt that you're looking for.
Yeah, there's a few more. You know, the 6900, if you like those side pockets on it. For me, this is kind of the wheelhouse for that 3 to 6 day backpack hunt.
And stay tuned, we're gonna have some more videos. We already did one for, if you're looking for day hunting packs, did the same kind of comparison. Then after this video, we're gonna do another one, going in kind of like those expedition hunts, 7 to 10 day, what packs we think would best be suited for those. Like always, comment below, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any questions, Trill will answer you. He's the go-to guy. And yeah, thanks for watching.